So, let me tell you a tale. A tale of, like, Arendelle's past and how to break the curse on the lands, because it is a nation trapped in the purgatory of a perpetual Christmas. Oh, sorry. I was reading from my fan fiction again. Whoops. So, when I am feeling blue, I need you to stay with me here a little bit on this explanation. One of my favorite pastimes is to go on Amazon or other online shopping retailers and then fail to follow through and buy a lot of Frozen dolls and speculatively act out what might happen next. So this is one of those fan fictions. If you're not familiar with Frozen 2, basically, I'm not trying to say that makes you a murderer, because it definitely doesn't, but if you haven't seen it and for some reason you're watching this video, I assume everyone that clicked it because they like the movie and they like to feel anger for some reason. Anyway, on the off chance that you haven't seen it, let me break this down very quickly. Frozen 2 introduces this idea of spirits, the spirits of the four elements. And it's cool, but also the way they did it doesn't make any sense. But honestly, this movie is so devoid of a message and such a blank slate that, yeah, I guess people could just make it be about whatever they want it to be. If each of the elements is a creature, the obvious assumption is that Elsa is the water one because she controls ice, and in Frozen 2, she does some stuff that's just with water. So you're like, okay, she's water. And maybe there are cool looking magical girls for each of the other elements. The twist is that the reason there's no tangible wind spirit that you can see is that there isn't a huge thriving audience for them. Thank God. I bet like at least 20 of you thought I wasn't going to mention that, and your typing fingers were warming up to write a through line from that to the Hans twist, but I digress. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot to unpack here. I feel like every tween is entitled to their embarrassing fanfic. But I figured that no matter how hard I tried to sell you on this fanfic, you're not gonna go read it yourselves, so let's read it together. So this is a character study, so we open with a Christmas montage set to what isn't and yet clearly is rocking around the Christmas tree. This story has a lot going for it right on the surface. The title is brilliant. You immediately know what it's about. An examination of the existential horror of the royal wedding fairy tale. Let's jump right in. Chapter 1 begins as our main character, Elsa, is embracing her powers, leaving behind everyone she knows and loves, and going to become a glamorous, bedazzled hermit horse girl in the forest. And I guess she'll visit sometimes, so it feels a little on the nose, but we could. And obviously the horse actually was the water spirit. Elsa tricks Anna and throws her down a hillside in an ice canoe at like 50 miles an hour. She could have straight up killed her. And then she thinks about it for a minute and things like click for her. And she's like, wait, no. I'm just gonna put it really harshly to start out. I'm of the opinion that the story is better if Anna doesn't get powers, but that is definitely why she's at a disadvantage with kids. And that's also why I thought I'd like throw her a bone and give her the little fire lizard to be like her Pokemon. She's just saying that like to herself. But like, it's kind of a resigned reaction. Anyway, then the thing happens where Elsa wants to cross the dangerous ocean and Anna tries to stop her and Elsa sends her away in the murder canoe. It doesn't matter what comes after that because everybody cheers and everyone's happy and Christmas is saved. I can tell you how I thought this might go. I would say this was recklessly irresponsible, but I can't deny that it does put me in the Christmas spirit. But anyway, that's the last we hear of that, so I guess it's fine. Anyway, cut to Anna in the dark cave that the murder canoe has carried her to, and she's being extremely sad. She doesn't know how to get out. Oh crap, I'm lost, I said to myself. Help, I yelled, but she couldn't hear me. Even if she could hear me, she wouldn't be able to help me because she was only wearing a black bra and underwear. It was burning up and she was sweating like crazy. But then it turns out that prior to his death, the late king did write an official order amending the law so that Anna is queen and Elsa, I don't know, wears her hair down, and then she sends us off with her big song about how she's very sad, but ending with cautious optimism about how she can only keep moving forward and trying to do the right thing. And then she goes back to Arendelle to rule temporarily as Queen Regent, just until she can get Elsa back, which she's determined to do. And Anna is furious, but like this fury is never really addressed. I mean, she talks about it to Olaf, but she never hashes it out with Elsa. Shh, shh, it's okay. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. Calm down. Shh, it's all right. There's no page break, but we go straight into an author's note. In an early draft, Elsa was going to go be the queen of the forest people. Like, they had some line about how their mother was from one of their oldest families, which was maybe like a queen or a chief, and she was like their lost princess or something. But I actually kind of thought that maybe halfway through writing this story, I shouldn't, and it will spoil the story, so that's how it went with this one. But I will implement all of my changes when Disney puts me in charge of the Frozen 2 live action adaptation, premiering on Disney Plus in 2025. Okay, and that was the end of chapter 7, so the next chapter is the last chapter. Chapter 8 is dedicated to Josh Hutcherson. Anna's just jealous. She's trying to control her, etc., etc. Oh, God, that was so violent. And then Elsa leaves across the ocean to the ice caves, and the whole scene plays out basically identically to how it already does in the movie. That's good news because in my imagination, I had a fun day. That's just the end of the chapter. Well, that's that. I stopped the recording because I just forgot I had to do some kind of outro. So anyway, that was the video. I know this is not my usual thing, but I just thought that I like doing this. And that's the video. If you have any ideas of what I should write for the next chapter, please tell me. I will dedicate the next chapter to you. So please comment by letting me know what you think, and vote. I will upload soon. Bye.